Here at Trailers of the East Coast in Knoxville, North Carolina. The purpose of this video is understanding the basics on using your living quarters horse trailer. For more information, you can go to www.trailerseast.com. Today, we're demonstrating with a Bloomer 4-horse living quarters trailer by Outlaw. The first step with your living quarters is your plug-in for your power. This is where you plug in your shoreline cord to charge your batteries or have power to the trailer. Also in this location is your holding tanks for your wastewater and your sewage water, typically called a gray and a black tank. To dump these tanks, you must pull the handle out for the valve to release. You do have an accordion type hose for your dump in the ground. It only attaches one way to each tank. There's a cap underneath that you twist one way and will come down for you to attach your hose to. After attaching the hose, pull the handle out and your tanks will release them down. Okay. This is your gray water tank for your shower and sink water. The back tank, loaded closest to your toilet underneath the trailer, is your sewage water. This door on most of your living quarters trailers is just a vent for your hot water heater. Most all your new trailers have electric start on the inside, so you really don't have to do anything out here until it's time to winterize the trailer. This connection here, called your city water connection, is where you're going to plug in your water hose if you're using water from a campground or another source. This will actually bypass your water tank and go straight to your lines. This is your water connection if you're primitive camping and you're using your water tank in your trailer for your main water source. To fill this, you basically stick your water hose in here and walk away. It will fill in probably about 10 to 15 minutes. How do you know when it's full? On the inside later I'll demonstrate how you can check when your water tank's full. One of the main steps in camping with your living quarters horse trailer is knowing where your battery kill switch is. And this trailer is located in the battery box between the two batteries. That switch has to be in the on position for your batteries to charge and have power come to your trailer. People ask me all the time, when do I cut that switch off? I usually recommend when you're primitive camping and you don't have a plug-in source to charge your batteries, before you leave to go out riding, I would turn that off just to make sure you didn't accidentally leave the light on and run your batteries out. This is your location for your propane tanks. Most of the time in a horse trailer, your propane tanks will include running your hot water heater and your furnace. These tanks have what's called a tank regulator. When the handle's pointing just to the left, it's pulling out of just the left tank. If it's pointing straight and up and down, it's pulling out of both tanks. And pointing to the right, just out of the right tank. These tanks also have a quick release knob, so it makes easy access for taking your propane tanks off to get them filled. Usually located somewhere under the gooseneck of your trailer is going to be your switches for your hydraulic jacks. This trailer has 2 jacks and 2 switches located under the gooseneck. Each switch will raise and lower each jack individually, which almost gives you a self-leveling system on your trailer, and of course you don't have to crank to unhook your trailer from your truck. We're now on the other side of the trailer, and I just want to show you what these panels are for. This is an access panel and a vent to your large refrigerator. This trailer has a 6.0 fridge in it. This panel down here is a vent for your furnace. And then usually on a living quarters trailer you have an outside extra set of 110 outlets. Located in most every newer living quarters horse trailer, this is what's called your control panel. This panel will show you your tank levels, battery level for all of your components. These control panels have a test button. When you hold and push down the test button, the lights will light up and indicate if your tanks are empty, a third, 2/3, or full. This includes your fresh water tank, your gray and your black tank, and your battery level. You also have the switch here located for your pump. If you're primitive camping, you're going to want to turn your pump on to be able to utilize your water. You also have your hot water heater switch here. How do you know when it's lit? When you turn the switch on, a light will come on. When it's lit, the light will go off. But don't forget, you must have your propane tanks turned on the outside underneath the gooseneck of the trailer. Next, this is the thermostat for your heat and air. This trailer has air conditioner, electric heat, and a propane furnace. This one control panel will do all three. You have a fan speed, you have a cool, a gas heat, and electric heat, and your fan mode. You can also set your temperature, just like in your home, to the degrees that you want, and then the unit will kick on and off to keep it at that temperature. This is your 6.0 Norcold Refrigerator. It has a separate fridge and freezer compartment. This refrigerator runs off electric, battery, and propane. Most of the time while traveling, when you're unplugged from your shoreline cord, you're going to want to turn the refrigerator on propane. You have an on-off switch. You have a mode switch, which allows you to go from LP, AC, or auto. If you have the switch on auto, it will automatically transfer from 110 to LP as the trailer is being plugged in or the propane is being turned on. You also have a temperature setting that goes from 1 to 9, of course 9 being the coldest. With these refrigerators, the more you have in them, the colder they get.
Okay.
This trailer has a recessed 2-burner propane cooktop. To light the cooktop, you basically turn your knobs to the light position and light it with a lighter as you would a grill. This trailer also has a convection oven and a nice porcelain sink. Remember, if you're primitive camping, you'll need to turn your pump on first, or if you're hooked into an RV site where you're using their water source, you can basically just turn your faucet on and you'll be ready to go. The bathroom in this trailer includes a nice vanity with porcelain sink, an overhead medicine cabinet, lights, and electric vent. Most RVs have what's considered a foot pedal flush on the toilet. If you hold the foot pedal down halfway, the unit's going to fill up with water. If you hold it down all the way, it's going to flush. You always want to use a good amount of water when you flush with your toilet, so those sensors on those holding tanks don't get stuck with toilet paper and debris. This trailer also has a nice 36-inch neo-angle shower. One thing to remember while traveling is there's a lock on all of these doors. You always want to make sure that your door is securely locked when traveling so it doesn't swing open and break. This trailer also has a nice sliding pocket door. It's solid wood. Also when traveling, you want to make sure at the bottom that the trailer is locked down completely so it doesn't slide open going down the road. Most all of your RVIA trailers now are required to have an LP detector and smoke alarms for carbon monoxide. This trailer also includes a hydraulic slide out and a generator. In this situation, your hydraulic slide requires a key for turn on and turn off before you can push the button to fully extend the slide out. This is your control panel for your Onan generator. This trailer has a 4,000 watt gas generator in it. Anytime to use the generator, you also have a start-stop button. To prime the generator after it's been sitting for a while before using, always hold down the stop button to prime it until the light flashes on the switch. You also have an on-off switch for the battery disconnect to the generator, and you have a gas gauge to show you your tank level. This is what I consider the heart and soul of every trailer. This is your converter box with your breakers and fuses. In this particular converter panel, your fuses are lined up and labeled. What's really nice about this, if you was to blow a fuse, there's a light beside each fuse which will light up to tell you which one is blowing at the time. This panel here is where your air conditioner and electric heat modular is located in your horse trailer. There's vents around the modular. If you open the vents, you're going to have more cool air come out at the location of the air conditioner. If these vents are closed, you will then have more air come out the ducts for your central heat and air in your trailer throughout your ceiling. I hope now you have a better understanding on the basics of using your living quarters horse trailer. Again, please visit us at trailerseast.com for more information. We have over 300 trailers in stock at all times. Of course, this Loomer 4-horse living quarters with the Outlaw Interior is for sale.